Welcome to part 3 of the Curro Cup. We are going into the tail end of this tournament, and in the under 18s on board 1, HP Ethan I think has been
He's the leading.
coloring the whole field with blood here. And he is playing, okay, the starter pack is playing Glorious AJ pretty much for second position, right?
How many games do they have?
They've played
5 so
5 so far. You guys are still finishing off this one. Let's see if we can share the stream. Looking for the current one. Okay, there you go. Let's see if we can share it to our story. There you go. Okay, let's see if we can. Welcome, David Caravantes. Okay, so the starter pack.
Glorious AJ.
Munashe. The Curro Cup is for students of Curro schools, so it's like they're in teams. I wish I could get you into those tournaments. But yeah, you're more than welcome if there's an opportunity to play, you know. Okay, what's happening here? I've never liked these setups for black actually. They're very passive. Oh, they're not very passive, they're very interesting to attack. So the guy who's attacking has got very easy attacking plans.
Okay.
Here, black is lucky to even have this as a target, you know. The starter pack has won a game against Glorious before, so it looks like
Okay. So he kind of like knows how Glorious moves.
exactly, yeah.
Okay. What happened? Did I miss something? I missed something. What happened? What happened to
There was
the
a
knight?
knight here.
Yeah.
It was exchanged and b3 was played.
Nope. It was exchanged with what?
For another knight, which
Okay.
was on d5.
Good sacrifice.
There's an imbalance. Black has won a bishop and white has won a knight. It's just an imbalance. They are pretty much, they are about the same value. But
Depends on the position gained.
yeah.
Okay. lost two knights. Because I want to see another knight.
Let's see if we can. Okay, so now black can play c5. You see the way white has played it? This actually is good for black.
Why?
Because
leaving,
now
leaving the space open.
no, he's got less pieces now to harass white with.
What do you mean?
If you have lots of pieces in such a position, you could attack, you could play h4, h5 and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that kind of attack won't work. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to play after. Yeah. I just think of around. Here I would just simply take, just to make life easy.
Mm-hmm. What if queen takes bishop?
Well, the queen is white to play, it's black to play.
Oh, okay.
He can play bishop takes.
But then bishop will be taken out of
Yeah, it's an exchange. Yeah. But it's sacrifice.
sacrifice.
It's an exchange.
It's a sacrifice.
It's an exchange. So bishop takes, it's probably practically forced.
Well, can't you move?
You can move, but the problem is, let's say you move it here, g4,
Queen takes.
or knight d4, attacking the bishop, and suddenly the bishop is a problem for black.
Mm.
So I would just exchange. That way of viewing these kind of situations is important in positions like this, because especially in this format, you need the time to need to be able to make a quick decision.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see how I can share the video pages.
Okay.
You can do that.
I always did think you should have taken the knight.
Yeah, now knight d4. So not taking the knight was not a good decision. So now knight d4. I mean, there's a lot of ideas that he could
So
play.
now the knight is a problem for black.
Knight suddenly becomes strong in closed positions. That's why you needed to eliminate it.
Mm.
But because you didn't, you're going to learn today.
Oh, we can move forward. He can move to. The bishop can move to e4. Right? With an
To?
escape plan.
To e4.
Yeah.
Well,
e5.
No, I know
E4,
it's e4, right?
Yeah.
I know, but let's say knight d4, bishop e4, then this pawn comes and says f3. Now you have to scuttle back where you came from, whence you came from.
From under the rock, whence you
Go
came
through it. And then don't think it's gonna end there. Now remember, he's pushed
They create
f3.
problems for you.
You play g4. Now you're losing the
Yeah,
bishop
losing the bishop.
for free.
No sacrifice.
No
No,
sac-
this is an actual sacrifice.
It's not a sacrifice.
A
If it's not a choice, you are caught.
It's a sacrifice,
It's
okay?
not a
After
choice.
much evaluation.
We've come to the conclusion. Mm. You remember when Trevor Noah was saying, we are trying to investigate where this lightning came from? He was hit by lightning. Oh no, we want to get to the bottom.
Bottom.
It just reminds me. Okay, so yeah, knight d4, he finds it, takes him a few minutes. I think if I was playing black here, I would quickly sooner ask him to make a decision to give up the knight. Otherwise, if he doesn't do that, if now,
See where the danger is.
yeah,
You don't know that one?
which one?
You see where the danger is now.
No, no.
Oh my god. I will show you. Okay.
I don't know that one.
Okay, so what options does he have?
He has to play c5. So c5 forces the knight to do something about the bishop. Doesn't give him time to play g4, f3. Because yeah, g4, f3 would win material, and that's what.
I wonder what Chopin. I wonder who Chopin is betting on right now.
Yeah, he has to play c5.
It's Chopin. Chopin.
He's another addict of chocolate.
Baby
Chopin.
chocolate.
Chocolate.
I must also start playing new chess. It's actually quite fun.
I know it looks easy.
I make it look
Because I'm explaining. It's like someone says, if you can do it, then I can actually do it also.
That's actually you like people think. If I can do it, you can do it too. Check. Yep. Somebody had to go out. Had to be taken out.
I guess, yeah, just start with centralization. Queen goes back. It's going for the d5 pawn. There's no easy way of protecting it. Ah, what was it? Yay, Curro, thank you so much for sharing our stream. There's no easy way of protecting d5. He has to push forward. But every time you push forward a pawn like this, it becomes weak. So now a move like c3 becomes a little bit of a problem.
So
Because
now because the
you can't
pawn
take.
has to take it out.
You can't take
Why?
because you lose the
Oh,
queen
you lose the queen. Okay.
and other material at the
But
back.
then,
There's no then or buts.
c3 is just gonna take out that pawn anyway.
What do you mean? Yeah, he's gonna take on d4. One takes.
And then now you.
Queen takes. And if queen takes, rook takes.
You see now. See what
Yeah,
the
so-
danger is now.
The problem for the
It's a
counter.
problem for black.
Yeah, the counter for that black can do is he can play rook here. And now after pawn takes, queen takes, rook takes, he takes on e5.
I don't think that's a fair exchange.
It's a fixed exchange. Why
It's
not?
not.
Why not?
Okay, because are they both losing their queens?
Exchanging their queens.
I'm gonna ask again. Are they both losing their queens?
They are exchanging their queens because it's pawn takes. Okay, this was a terrible move.
Why? He's valuing his queen.
So he's gonna lose this pawn.
Yeah.
Pawn takes, queen takes. Because now you can't take here. Unless he's thinking maybe he goes check here. If I were, yeah, I would take. Yeah, maybe it's not so great. Maybe black has got something here. Rook check. I didn't like this. Maybe I like the idea of putting pressure on the e pawn, but through other means. That's what you are, you're just another kid. Quite is a few interesting ideas. This check, I like it because it activates the least active piece. This check, I'm not sure what it would accomplish after queen here.
Take out the queen.
Rook check. I'm not so sure about that.
The starter pair. Flores AJ.
Looks like Caitlin won with the gold.
Mm.
Okay, good. It's taking too much time to make this
Yeah,
decision.
make a decision.
I'm not sure what is taking too much time for. Because this looks
White
like.
stone?
Okay, we'll come.
Black
We'll,
stone, black stone.
it's black stone. We'll come back to this position. It's the only game left.
It's actually two. Oh, it's two people.
It's
Okay.
the same people.
So what do you mean? What happened to Mysterio?
He
He's
may
being a
be
bit dead.
perhaps pulled out.
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if he's there, you know.
Cool.
I'm just thinking like this starter pack, if it's this starter pack is there, if it's run out of juice.
Yeah, it's taken a long time to. I'm really curious what's going on with that.
Yeah, I'm also trying to think.
Finally.
Finally. And the movie plays, I didn't even think about it, and it's not a good one. The problem with this move is he could play f4, right? And you take on g2. But your queen is not really where it's supposed to be. Once you finish with that process, he's going to start with this discovered check. And suddenly he's got some sort of breakthrough going on. So it's not the move you want to really see over the board.
There's a check for the king, for the white king. So which move do you think you should have made?
I thought like his play is much more on the king side, on the queen side, sorry, with all his pieces there. So you must try to make your pieces work together for the kings, you know. So this was a better option to play for that. To do this was a little bit funny, to go this direction. His opponent is thinking maybe he had something a little bit deeper than he. So he's afraid of just playing a normal move. So
because black took a long time thinking.
yeah.
You
You know, like when your
Mind
opponent, you think like, oh, maybe
he saw something that I can't see right now.
maybe he was just thinking, oh, I'm so hungry, I can't actually even think of a move. You went for this check, it didn't even block. You know what's crazy is that Black did all this to try and get a pawn.
No way.
Yeah,
No.
I'm telling you.
Guess the.
And the pawn is in the wrong direction. And the reason why it took a long time was he was trying to think of like how does he get back after he's going to steal this pawn.
So you thought that move was.
Whenever you find a move like that, I mean, it's not really worth it most of the time.
I don't think that's the reason, but okay.
Hmm?
I don't think that's the reason.
Or you
Give me more credit.
okay. There you go. I'll give him more credit.
Maybe he's trying to find a way of sneaking up on the queen.
How?
Oh,
With what?
somehow.
For who? I don't think so. With opposite side castling, your plan is determined for you by the structure. He's now dodged this discovered check which we were talking about. Now, white could simply even just protect this pawn with g3. Or if he wants to make it very exciting, he could go h5. h4, sorry. Just show Black that he's gone to the wrong side. He's come to the dark side. And all the suffering will be okay from there onwards. Because h4 fits in with the demands of this particular position. What round was this?
5.
Wow. The under 18s are not playing.
They're taking their time, huh?
Mm.
Let's take a look at how they're standing right now.
Their standings.
Well, this is just board 1.
HP Ethan obviously has been dominating this section. He doesn't even need to win the last round. Even if these guys, he only needs a draw to secure a win. But
So you're keeping
seeing the way he's
board
been,
1. What about the other boards?
this is Tata Peck and Glorious AJ. One
So
of-
from them, you've got two more games. What about board 2?
They're playing against each other. Board 1 and board 2 are playing against each other.
Oh.
So that's it. He goes rook B. He goes rook A. Rook G1. I don't like this move, it's very passive. But now we're getting into that phase where time becomes
Factor.
the factor, yeah. It's looking promising.
So who's that?
I would play G4 here. Yeah. Just go Sparta. Poof. If you watch 300,
Who?
300.
No.
This is Sparta. You've never watched 300? Yeah, what's happening with today's kids?
I'm losing the culture.
It's a disaster. You know, there's a subtle movement which happens in that scene where there's a messenger who's been sent to summon the Spartans to go and yield to some king, and the husband is being asked to, like, obviously take a knee, and he looks at his wife, and the wife gives approval. But it's like a very
It's very
subtle.
subtle.
You wouldn't notice it if you didn't replay the video. And after he does that, he kicks the messenger into a well. This is Sparta. It's got amazing visuals. You should. It's. I don't think it was that relevant when it came out, but it has definitely become a cult classic over time.
Okay. Cult classic.
The problem for Black is it doesn't have much counterplay.
Yeah.
It needs preparation. It needs at least 2 or 3
needs to
moves.
start developing.
Yeah. So in that time, White should have
Doesn't have time to do that.
White should have played G4, and somebody was gonna get hurt. Real bad.
Real bad.
Okay, now it comes with the threat. This check followed by take here. It's a significant one, which is not also very difficult to deal with because you can just go king here first. So that when he gets here, it's not a check. And if he does,
Immediate.
if he does get there, then queen to b2. But White has got an extra pawn in this position, so exchanging pawns is good for him.
He can afford to do that.
Exactly. Besides the extra pawn, Black has got these double pawns which are a little bit weak on the king side, so that could be exploited in the endgame. But White is taking too much time to make basic decisions. Trying to make these decisions under time pressure is going to be painful. That is a weak move. Now it's going to be losing stuff. I don't know how he played G3 and why he played G3. This is like an afraid. That's why Glorious AJ has not been able to beat the starter pack in their last encounters because he has stats or she has stats. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking this king, it's not looking good. The temperature is a little bit warm.
I think he's a little bit exposed.
He's
Like,
extremely exposed.
and I will be fair. Here we go.
This is interesting. I wonder how he's gonna.
It's in a pickle.
But he's now using more time. Now the problem for him is if the king goes this way, then there's rook d8, which wins the queen. It's a pin.
Okay. But if it goes on
B2?
On B2, yeah.
Then queen takes with check.
Okay. What if he goes on
B4 like he did. Queen check.
C2? What's the danger on C2?
On A3.
Hmm?
A3.
On C2.
He goes king C2. Then queen takes with check.
Again?
Mm.
And then he moves on to. Okay.
It would be checkmate actually, very quickly. If he goes on C2, queen check, check. Say king C3. Rook check. Yeah, kind of. He has to make a move. Otherwise, he's just lost. Yeah. But now, rook check. Black needs to be a little bit more decisive quickly. Check and almost done. Yeah, he's gonna lose some time. Okay, good. So this is round 5. I don't think we're gonna cover round 6 because the space where we are in we'll need to secure. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on our next Curro Cup tournament or any other event that we do. Some other will be probably running this soon.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Bye.